welcome to the Queen Cuisine Cooking Channel. This is your girl Rosemary. I hope you are having a wonderful day. And wherever you're tuning to this channel, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you for your support on this channel. Please, if you're just tuning in for the very first time and you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, share this video with your family, with your loved ones, so each time I drop a new video, you will be the first to know. Today we are going to be making groundnut soup. Okay guys, I actually got this request to make a groundnut soup. I got a request from one of you, and I am happy to say that today we are going to be making a groundnut soup together. So groundnut is also known as peanut and is very rich in nutrients, especially your protein, your fiber. So because it's so rich in fiber, it can make you feel full after taking it. And then in other words, it helps with weight management as well, because just imagine you taking a little bit of your groundnut soup and then you feel full for the rest of the day. You're not going to consume any other product. So what do we need to make our groundnut soup? The first thing you will need to make your groundnut soup is of course your groundnuts. So these are all fresh groundnuts, but we're going to be blended this. We're going to first toast it and then we'll blend it. And the other ingredients you will need for your groundnut soup is your crayfish. So this is blended crayfish. These are all blended crayfish. And you will also need your blended onion and your pepper. So I'm using one habanero pepper with a whole onion, one onion, so all blended up. And then of course I'm going to be adding some washed bitter leaf to my groundnut soup. So this is washed bitter leaf. You need to make sure your bitter leaf is properly clean. If you want to use bitter leaf, or you can even use some other types of vegetables like your ugu leaf. You can add a little bit of ugu leaf to your groundnut soup when you make it. So the other ingredient, of course, we need our meats. So for meats today, I am going to be doing some beef. Let me move the camera. So I'm going to be using beef tribe. So this is beef tribe. I'm also going to be using some smoked turkey, and of course I'm going to be using smoked fish. So these are all smoked fish, properly cleaned, washed. So now let's get started with our cooking. So the first thing you want to do when you make your groundnut soup is to boil your meat. So I'm going to turn on my heat for my meat. I'm going to add my onion. So this is a whole onion, one onion. I'm going to add my onion. I am going to add some Maggi cube. So I'm adding 2 cubes of no Maggi cube, 2. Then I am going to add a little bit of rosemary leaf. You just want to season your meat properly. Make sure it's properly seasoning so your groundnut soup can taste good. And I'm adding some thyme. So I'm going to mix this up, make sure it's properly mixed. Then I'm going to add a little bit of salt to taste. Mix this up well. And in boiling my meat, I'm also going to add some crayfish to boil my meat. I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of crayfish. Now I'm going to bring this to a boil. I've not added any water. I'm just going to let this marinate and boil for like 5 minutes. Just heat up for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I can add some water. And while we wait on that, we're going to go ahead and toast our fresh groundnuts. So I'm going to turn on my heat again, and this is a clean pan. I'm going to add my groundnuts. I'm going to fry this. And just make sure you keep an eye on your groundnuts when you're frying it. You keep turning it. You don't want it to get burnt. At least you fry it for like 3 to 4 minutes, and then you blend it. Okay. Okay guys, so we've been toasting our groundnut for 2-3 minutes. So this is how it looks. It's not burnt. You want to make sure your groundnut is not burnt. So I'm going to turn off my heat, and then I'm going to check my meat. So the meat has been cooking for about 3 minutes. So now I am going to add water to my meat so it can properly cook. That's enough. Then I'm going to add, this is my blended onion and pepper. I'm going to add my blended onion and pepper to my meat. Mix it up properly. So I am going to add my smoked turkey. The reason you don't want to put your smoked turkey at the very beginning is because this is already smoked turkey. You don't need to cook it too much. So I'm going to add a little bit of smoked turkey because this is a lot of smoked turkey. And that's enough. So right now we have our tribe, we have our beef, and then we just added our smoked turkey. So I'm going to bring this to a boil for another 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and add our fish and some other ingredients to it. Okay, so now we are going to fry our groundnuts now. So let me get another pan. So I'm going to add my groundnuts to my blender. When you're blending your groundnut, just be aware of that, because we are making groundnut soup and not peanut butter soup. So you just want to make sure that your groundnut is not overly blended. So I'm going to add my groundnuts to a bowl. See, it's not all together, it's loose. That's how you want it to be when you blend it. You don't want it to form a paste when you blend it. Okay guys, so when you're done blending your groundnut, it's going to look like this. It's going to be powdery. Okay? Because you're making groundnut soup and not peanut butter soup. So I'm going to sit that to the side, and I'm going to check my meats. This really smells so good. And guys, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Like this video, share the video with your friends, with your family. And if you're interested in any kitchen gadget, you are looking for information on how to manage your weight, please check out my description box below. I'll leave some link there that will lead you to a book on intermittent fasting, and also a link to get any quality kitchen gadget of your choice. We'll be right back. Guys, the aroma here is amazing. Okay, so we've been cooking this for another 5 minutes now. We are going to add our groundnuts. I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit. We're going to add our groundnuts, and while you are adding, you just want to make sure you're stirring. We're going to add some crayfish, some more crayfish to taste. It's good enough. going to add some red oil. Not too much. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to add my bitter leaf. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh my God, I hope you guys saw. I just added my oil, so I'm going to add some bitter leaf. I'm going to mix this. It smells so good. Oh, let's not forget, we're going to add our fish. Let this cook for 5-10 minutes and the food will be ready. And if you notice your groundnut soup is too thick, you can add some water, you know. But I love my groundnut soup thick, so yeah. We're going to let that cook for 5-10 minutes and we'll come back and look at our end product. We'll be cooking this for 5 minutes. We're going to let this cook for another 10 minutes before we turn off our heat. And it really smells so good. Smells so good. Okay, so now our groundnut soup is cooked. Guys, we are done making our groundnut soup. I am so excited. The aroma is awesome and I wish I can share with everyone. I want to thank you all. This is the final product. It's looking so good. This is our final product. And you can eat your groundnut soup with rice. You can eat it with fufu. You can eat it with semo, whatever you choose. I am going to be enjoying my groundnut soup with oatmeal fufu, and I really wish I can share it with everyone. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. Guys, until I come your way again, please be good to each other. Love yourself. Treat others the way they like to be treated. Until I come your way again, stay blessed. Bye guys. Mwah.